tell me, why are the Americans interested in this now? And this whole humanitarian corridor or whatever that they were planning, UN assisted, what is their interest in this region now?
The American interest primarily lies from the fact that today the major player here is China in Myanmar. And the major project of China which is coming is here. This deep sea port which we just spoke of is worth 7.3 billion. Then the oil and gas pipeline, it's again 2.7 billion. Together it's worth 10 billion. Then if you see the other special economic zone that has to come out, part of the China-Myanmar economic corridor, that's again worth almost 2.83 billion. So these are the major projects. Besides
so it's
this,
not
there's so
as
many
if their
projects.
heart is bleeding for the Rohingyas.
No, not at all.
It's not just for that they are there.
They want a foothold here.
Who? The Americans?
The Americans want, because once this port or this oil and gas pipeline gets fully commercialized, which it has not. Today it is operating just at 10% or 12% of its capacity. And it is only catering for 2% of the energy needs of China. Why they want this is so that the Malacca dilemma which is there, the ships have to come through the Malacca Straits. That is another 3,000 kilometers for them. So if all the energy needs which come from the Middle East, if they can be pumped from here, it saves that much of time for them. It also helps the development of Yunnan, which is a relatively undeveloped
So this
region.
is China's needs. I'm talking about the American needs. So America wants to stop this
America
aid,
wants to stop this growth of this CMEC here. That's why they want a foothold here. From nowhere else can they get into Myanmar.
Okay.
Given that there are other countries, this is the only area from where they can get in.
So did Dr. Yunus, do you think that there was a backroom deal that he had with the Americans that I will allow you this thing to happen, your entry into Myanmar, and was there some kind, and you set me up in Bangladesh? Was it that? Do you think that was part of it?
Actually, there are two parts to this question. One is the interest that Yunus has in this project itself. Today, Yunus's interest is only to survive. You've seen what's happening in Bangladesh lately. Last 3-4 days, there are huge protest rallies going around. Most of the political parties have kind of got around to tell him, please declare a date for elections.
He's in Tokyo.
He's in Tokyo, yes. He's gone to Tokyo. That reminds me, in the 10 months that he's been there, this is the 11th country that he's visiting.
See, he's a speaking assignment kind of a person, right?
Yeah.
So when a speaking assignment comes, he has to go. Like he forgets, that he's in charge of Bangladesh. You're in charge of a country now. But speaking engagement comes, he goes. This is a bizarre case. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Yeah, go ahead.
That's true. So while his interest is to stay in power, no matter what, and mind you, he had political aspirations way back in 2012. He had launched a party which didn't do too well. And thereafter, of course, he had issues with Sheikh Hasina for the past decade plus. So he wants to remain in power, notwithstanding the age not being on his side. So that's his interest. The American interest, obviously America cannot get into this directly. But there is sufficient media coverage of the role that the United States played to get him there in the first place.
Okay.
Yunus there. So today, if Yunus has to continue, surely he needs the American blessings. So that is kind of related to what you were alluding to. Is it that
I will serve your geostrategic interests in this region? You engineer whatever has to be done. And it's possible that that whole coup was engineered to get rid of Sheikh Hasina and place Mohammad Yunus out there.
Yes.
That having been said, why has he started leaning China now? Do subscribe to the ANI Clips channel to get shorter versions of this podcast. Click here to watch the full episode.